欢迎光临. Welcome to drunkenchinese.com. All right, for this clip, I'm going to be watching Creed Bratton in the TV show The Office speaking Chinese. I'm quite surprised by his Chinese ability. I feel like he has actually learned Chinese in the past. Pretty sure this actor, who's actually named Creed Bratton, has probably been to China before. As you can see in one clip of him speaking Chinese, he addresses a specific part of China.
I'd like to say hi to my friends in China. Wadu, Zhenghua Peng Yo, Ni Hao.
Which I believe he said Huadu, which is some region in China. But it's not, I don't think it's that famous of a place, so he must have been there before. And in the show, Creed Bratton, the character, never goes to China or anything, so I can only assume that the actual Creed Bratton has been to Huadu and he's saying hello to his Huadu friends. This clip was on YouTube, just like a 15-second clip of Creed Bratton reading the Chinese on this bottle that Andy gave to him to read. And he says out loud, 海马不要跟着乱搞.
Hey, Creed. Do you read Chinese?
Better than English.
What does this say?
海马不要跟着乱搞.
There was a lot of debate on YouTube what he said. What he actually said was, don't mix seahorses with alcohol. Simple as that. The problem was, I wrote that in Chinese, like exactly what he said. I wrote it into Chinese characters. And people went to Google Translate to translate what those Chinese characters as the whole sentence. But Google Translate is awful. You should never use Google Translate for sentence translation. You can use it for single words. Don't use it for sentence translation because it's always bad. There's a lot of better websites and phone apps for translating sentences. Google Translate translates 海马不要跟着乱搞 as do not fool around with wine hippocampus. Hippocampus? What the fuck is a hippocampus? Hippocampus, it sounds like a college like area where hippos hang out. Hippocampus. Nobody says that. It's ridiculous. It's seahorse. So I'm correcting it on Google Translate right now. Google Translate, you can actually fix their translations. So I'm doing that. I'm a contributor. Google, you owe me. I've fixed so many bad translations on Google Translate. Google's got to be paying me for this shit. Google's giving a definition of hippocampus. Hippocampus is the elongated ridges of the floor of each lateral ventricle brain thought to be the center of the... What? Why would anyone think that seahorse means some part of the brain? That's totally random and ridiculous, and it's been like this for years because this video clip of the Creed speaking Chinese, it's been out for years, and I think people were searching for what Haima means, and they're finding out it means hippocampus, so that's totally wrong. Unless it also means hippocampus. Maybe in Chinese they call the hippocampus Haima because it looks like a seahorse. Maybe that's it. You never know with Chinese. Chinese is crazy. Check out on my website, Drunken Chinese, Crazy Chinese section. You can find out more examples of crazy Chinese. To know what Creed was actually saying, it helps to know the backstory. The backstory is that Andy found some seahorse powder and he mixes it with his wine. which you'll see in this clip.
Oh, the 5 Chinese virility herbs. No kidding. This is powdered seahorse. They say that 15 Chinese soldiers fought off the entire army of Genghis Khan just using this stuff. You know what they say?
No, what? Just ate an entire seahorse. I have to admit, I did not think it was gonna work, but it is totally working. I feel exactly like a seahorse.
You look awful.
You're 4 seasons in a day.
So now we know Andy mixed it with wine. So clearly, Creed is saying the directions say don't mix seahorses with wine. But the word that they use, luan gao, luan means like chaos, and gao means do. But I think, do, luan and do means kind of like to mess around or screw around. And Google translates it as fucks. 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 What the hell, Google Translate? What the hell? All right, the second translation is messing around. And they also have fooling. So I'm going to fix that. The first translation should not be fuck. That's not right. Messing around is better. So this episode is more me correcting Google Translate so that when people check Chinese words that Americans say in TV shows, they can know what they're really saying.